Acting Studio Podcast and Mornings with Matt, where we talk about the connection between life and acting.
Alrighty, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Mornings with Matt, the Deering Acting Studio Morning Podcast. Although this morning I was having a little conversation with somebody, and there was a debate going on of whether or not we should change the name of the show.
Really?
So let me see. Let me try something out here. Joey, would you mind? Because I know, for those of you who don't know, Joey does a live intro. That was a live intro.
Live?
It's something new, and it's not on purpose, honestly. It's just we haven't recorded the new one to the new track. But Joey, let's hear how it sounds if you just add "and Rozzy."
And Rozzy?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And see if we like the sound of this
like
thing.
where?
Like the Mornings with Matt and Rozzy, and I'll just see.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like for no reason, but we'll see if it works.
Brian's been asking you to put his name on the show for the longest time.
It's
Rozzy.
really
I never heard
not
him
a
say
big
that.
deal.
That's weird. I never heard it.
It's
Okay, here we
not a
go.
big deal.
Let's try this out.
I'm not worried about it.
Welcome, everybody, to the Deering Acting Studio Podcast and Mornings with Matt and Rozzy, where we discuss the connection between life and acting.
I like it.
That had a really good sound
have
to
a
it.
great ring to it. I just don't understand why you would do that, though. Like,
And ladies and
what's the-
gentlemen, who was the person I was having a conversation with this morning?
Champy?
None.
Champy?
No, with me. None other than Rosalind Deering.
What? Oh my gosh.
Good morning, my love.
Good morning, Daddy.
All right, and if you're gonna be on the show, you gotta talk into the microphone.
Good morning, Daddy.
A little louder, please.
Good morning, Daddy.
Hey, there's my daughter's
Rosalind
voice.
Deering.
All right, so today we've got a very good topic for everybody. We want to talk about when faced with something that you got to react to, the idea of trying to get the facts before you react. So I think the title is a cute title Joey and I came up with last night. Don't react without the facts.
Boom.
It's a really great title.
Don't react without the facts.
It's like a slant rhyme a little bit. Like I
Yeah.
feel like Eminem would pull off something like that.
He'd throw it down.
Yeah.
Or J&M, Joey and Matt.
So what does this mean to
That was-
Yeah, that was really
ouch.
bad.
to gather the facts? I sometimes say let's go on a fact-finding mission. I find that to be an interesting thing, especially when there's any kind of turmoil. So let's just say you get news, right, guys? So somebody emails you, and they're like, "This happened in your life," and it's the thing, and it's
This.
it's that thing. It's an X thing, and a Y thing, and a Z thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Our instinct is to go,
Oh, no.
and have this big reaction to it.
Mm-hmm.
But all we know for sure is that this email came in with whatever the person wrote on that email. We don't actually have all the facts.
Right.
Facts.
So the key before reacting is to get all the facts. Then deliver the facts to the people that need to know the facts so that they may react appropriately. And then whatever the situation is, we can take care of that thing.
Yeah, I know. I've been crazy guilty of this because I tend to be a more reactive type. Like I'll get something and I think it comes from this. I want to give that answer right away. You know, like, so someone will ask me something, especially if they're like excited about it. Like somebody's really excited to tell me something or go through an idea. I want to support that idea completely. That's when I can get myself caught. Instead of just like taking a moment, just hearing the idea completely and honestly, and then like after I've heard all that, then going through and looking into whatever all the facts are on the situation, on their idea on how it would work or wouldn't work, and then come back to them with those facts, and then maybe collectively come up with the answer, versus like trying to, and this is just for me, trying to solve the puzzle right away.
Yeah.
That's where I get myself stuck, is someone's like asking for help with the problem, or they're trying to brainstorm an idea, and I want to give them that answer right then and there, right in that second, instead of, like you said, taking a moment to step back and get all those facts and then come back with those and collectively come up with something together.
Yeah, and I don't think it's fair to automatically do a guy-girl thing here, but in general it tends to be, I feel like a lot of times guys in particular want to solve stuff right away. Mm-hmm. I know one of the things we've talked about that thank you, Joey. Wow.
That's nice.
It's a whole nother episode, servant leader, but Joey really. Joey, can we put the camera on you? Let's do a little LaCroix advertisement here.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
This
Give
is
me
called a
1
LaCroix
second.
here. This is a bubble water here. LaCroix.
That actually looks really good on the green screen.
Does it look
especially
good?
With the orange
All right. Yeah, let me grab. Oh, you've got a different kind. Let's hold up
I
yours.
do
We'll
have
compare.
a different kind. All right.
Are you on? All right.
Yes,
Let's
I
do a
am.
little advertisement here.
Okay.
Go ahead. Oh my God, it looks delicious. Look at the way that man sips. So Joey just grabbed me a bubble water without being asked. Just grabbed me something nice. It's so beautiful. How is this guy single?
How is that even
Seriously.
possible?
You know, it's been like
I just can't figure it out. It's one of those things
since
that
before
boggles
we
my
went-
mind.
It's been before we went on our trip since that has gotten referenced.
Oh man, I missed it.
And yeah, it's,
You know what?
It's kind of becoming a segment on the show, I feel like.
It really is, and I feel like this is a moment where Rozzy should look right in the mic and go, "How is that possible?"
Go ahead, Rozzy.
How is that possible?
Oh my god.
Right? How is that
jeez.
possible?
Rozzy, can you believe that Joey does not have a girlfriend? Look at Joey. Can you believe that? He's so cute. Obviously not to you, you're his cousin, but like
How
he's
is
just,
that possible?
He's just such a nice boy. The girls, it's just like they're always talking to Joey. Isn't that amazing?
She's like, yeah, totally.
So, do we have a camera we can put on Rosalind Lee?
We do. I was on the wide, so it had all four of us just now.
Oh, perfect. So, I'd
And
like to
you
ask
tell you
Rosalind Lee a question.
All right, hit it.
So, here's this idea, Rosalind, okay? Because I would love the kids' perspective on this thing, okay? And this is not Joey and girls, so don't worry about that. So, this idea of reacting before knowing all the facts, what that means is reacting without knowing all the details or without knowing all that's involved. And sometimes we have these big reactions to things before we know really what all is involved. Have you ever experienced something like that? Have you experienced something like that recently, Rosalind?
Maybe with my bike riding.
Okay, so right now you are taking on learning to ride on two wheels, yeah? Okay. So learning to ride on two wheels can make you I know you cried even the other day before we went out. Before we went out to ride bikes, you had a little bit of fear, right? You were a little scared.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to talk in the mic, remember?
Yes.
Okay. So then we went out there and even you did fall a couple times. But you were riding a two-wheel bike by yourself by the end of the time we were riding together. Do you remember?
Yes.
So you didn't have as much to be scared of as you thought, right?
Yes.
So that's pretty cool. I mean, that's like a great example right there of here's a feat, here's something that you look at and it's like, oh, this looks so big. This looks so terrifying. But I don't have all the facts necessarily. Because what are the facts here for Rosalind Lee? Well, number one, Dad's going to be there. Even when she fell, I was always right there. I would always help her on the way down. And falling's, of course, part of the process. You have to fall a couple times to learn just about anything.
It's true.
So she's okay. So she's number one, that Dad's going to be there. Number two, we're going to go for 10, 15 minutes. That's all. Number three, okay, all right. Not knowing all the facts, she got Daddy Delicious ice cream after we were done.
What?
That's a Saturday special.
I know. And,
That's amazing.
And I whipped out the Saturday special on a Monday.
On a Monday.
On a Monday.
Wow.
Rosie-
Who gets ice cream on a Monday?
Rosie,
That's
I think you got
Wow.
You got a little spoiled.
That's
in
pretty
this
amazing.
deal.
Right, Rosie? You got Daddy Delicious ice cream on not a Saturday, wasn't it? Isn't that true?
Yes, but I was not spoiled. I did hard work.
That's true.
Hey.
That's fair.
You did do hard work, and you are not spoiled. You work very hard, Rosalind, and Daddy's very proud of you, and that's why you got the ice cream. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah. So, not knowing all the facts and reacting before something's happened, that's how a lot of times we get ourselves in trouble. So, I always say, when things are at their peak, when something has happened, or you're feeling all the feels, boy, that's a good time to slow down. There have been times, many times in my life when I look back and I go, man, I wish I didn't react.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lesson they said, I can't remember which president it is. Maybe you would know. It's like Abe Lincoln or somebody who would write a letter.
Yep. Abe
Yep,
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Is it Abe? Yeah.
Yep.
So he'd write a
Honest
letter
Abe.
to one of his enemies or to someone who made him mad. He'd write a letter, put it in his desk drawer, and then he'd wait 48 hours. And if he still wanted to send all those ideas, he would send it, but he never did. Because 48 hours later, all the facts had changed. All the facts had come out, and now he doesn't want to say all these mean things to whoever it was he was talking to. And there have been times when, you know, you didn't even mean to, but you accidentally said the wrong thing to a client, or you accidentally said the wrong thing to a friend or family member, and it was just out of like just reactivity instead of settling down and going, what are all the facts here? For real, what are all the facts? And a lot of times it turns out that it's not about you. So you might be getting treated a certain way, but it's not about you. But because you didn't have all the facts, you react really quickly.
Yeah. And I think that also bounces into something else that you talk about, and we teach a lot here, which is assuming the best in somebody also. Which is, it's really hard to do, honestly, when you're right in that in that moment and the emotions are kicking in. It's tough. Like, we're emotional beings. So, like, especially if I'm in a certain state and I've had a rough day, or there's a lot battling in my mind, it becomes more difficult. Get them out. Get those yawns out. You know what? I'll take a break. I'm so sorry. That was a boring part.
I think it was a little boring. Your story.
Yeah, you know what?
No. So Rosie and I, we got to do a little bit of morning meditation, didn't we? Up in the sleep pod. Oh man.
Yeah, I did.
We got this escape pod up there. So Rosie and I had this crazy snuggle, and we climb up in there because Rosie got up in the morning, 4 a.m. by the way.
4 a.m.
What?
So I get up for my morning time, and I turn on the shower, and I'm listening to the Bible, and I hear this little, Daddy, and I turn around, and it's like, yeah, can I come to the studio with you today? I woke up. So I go, sure. She goes, okay, and she runs, and she was full of energy, just bursting with energy. So then about 5:45, 5:50, I told Rosalind, I'm like, we better get a little rest in before the show so we have lots of energy. Well, maybe we didn't wake up in enough time because we're still kind of waking up, right? But
It's okay, Rosie. I yawn on this show.
Yeah, there's a whole yawn segment of Joey.
but
so we're
meditations are good. They're it's good for you. So Rosie did that. So she's still in the wake up process. Here, Rosie, have a little shot of coffee. Yeah. All right, I'll have it. Fine. All right. So, Brian, you were saying?
Yes, I was saying. Wow. Okay.
He doesn't
You know
remember
you know
what he was
guys?
saying. Let's
You know what,
be
guys?
real.
This is very, very.
No, it was a good
No.
point about benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. So.
Well, okay, let's take this moment right there, and then we'll come right back to what you're saying. Let's give Rosalind the benefit of the doubt. Actually,
Yeah.
let's not assume that she's not listening or bored of you or anything like that. Let's assume she got up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Let's assume she's crushing her morning, and she just got a little yawn out. And
it's
maybe
like
dad didn't pull
afternoon.
the number 4 down when he saw her yawning, and he should have. Okay, cool. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. What are all the facts? If you don't know all the facts, then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm being boring, or I'm not, good enough, or blah, blah, blah. And here's a prime example of once we have all the facts, you understand, she's not yawning at you. It had nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
really
and-
glad we've decided to start giving people who yawn on the show the benefit of the
No,
doubt.
not you, Joe. We,
Now the only difference is Rosie really brings the attention to herself. She leans into it. She
Hey,
didn't even try to hide it. She's like,
here's the thing. There's something very awesome about that.
yeah, I know. That's what I'm
Because
saying.
I'm not gonna lie. Like there's times where, and a lot of the time I do this because I'm hoping that it'll go away. But I'll be like, like when I'm yawning, and I'll try to
biting
like
it.
close my mouth, and it does not work because you still yawn. You just make one of these faces.
And when I see that face, I just think to myself, how is this guy single?
Oh my god!
Like, legit.
even with that face. Well,
Okay.
you know what's
Man.
funny? Right in that moment, actually, just using that as an example, I sometimes even we react, and this is outside of the facts thing. Okay, I might react even honest. Thank you, Razzie. My actual first reaction, I remember it was good out, good out, right? So I'm looking over and feeling that. I think that came from intention, and then I was just trying to be funny. Then I'm like going into something else, but then like something happens where there was a silence or whatever, and then I just start panic reacting. Then you just start like, "Bah, blah, blah," and then I start spouting my mouth off, and then things come out that shouldn't come out.
There
right?
you go.
Jokes come out that shouldn't come out. And so that's kind of a side thing with that.
Bingo!
Yeah.
We need like a bingo button.
We do.
That would be
We
cool.
do need a bing
Throw that
bo.
one down.
A bing bo. Rosie, can you make this sound? Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Oh my gosh,
works.
that
Classic.
was cute.
We'll
All
just
right,
use
I'm gonna
that.
cut that out and turn it into a sound
Bing
effect.
bong.
So yeah,
Rosie,
it comes from just assuming the best in people.
Hey,
you know?
Rosie, say this. So say right into the microphone. Put your face in the microphone. Say as loud as I can.
I said I can.
No,
I was about to tell
I
that.
couldn't understand
story.
that. Were you? Go ahead, tell it.
Yeah. So when we first got the soundboard, I was wondering like what to do about getting. Why would you do that?
Sorry.
I'm in the
was trying to
middle
give you-
of putting
I was
myself
trying to give you a
on
chance
camera.
to talk. I was trying to help.
and Brian
That wasn't helpful.
shuts the board, and I have to start over.
Sorry.
No, I'm just
It was
kidding.
on my face.
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt.
Thanks, buddy.
And thank you for trying to help me.
Yeah, I was just
This
trying
is
to
such a good show for us. How healing is this show?
It's so
Um,
healing.
Daddy.
So when we got our soundboard, we had Jack and Rosalind in to come in and play with it and help us learn with the podcast and just have some childlike energy in there, getting us hyped up after it had been about like 8 hours of just kind of plugging stuff in, figuring out how to make it work. And I figured out how to record personal sound effects. And I didn't think about recording like professional sound effects. So instead, I thought we should record our own. And both Jack and Rosie had one. And Rosie's was,
As loud as I can.
As I can.
but it was so cute. And I wish I knew how to work the microphones before that because it was like as loud as I can.
It was too quiet. We couldn't
Yeah.
keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jack's was Deering's never quit.
Yeah.
And I really wish we had those sound effects, but I didn't understand how to turn up the mics yet.
Yeah.
So
But that's okay. But again, like a really cool story, and going back to this idea of giving people the benefit of the doubt, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, what's the idea here? The idea, the big takeaway, is when you're faced with adversity, you're faced with something hard, something difficult. Ideally, stop and try to gather the facts. Go on a fact-finding mission. Yes, Joey.
what? No, I was.
He was
like-
just psyched about
I
the
was
fact-finding
miming.
mission, I
was
believe.
Oh, you were like
Stop.
doing the whole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like stop
Uh-huh.
and go on a fact finding mission.
How is
It was
this guy
just
single?
gestures. I know.
yeah,
I don't even get it. I don't
Oh
understand.
my
All right.
gosh! All right, that's 3 times in one episode. That's
Well,
definitely a record.
It's totally a record. We're gonna go for 12 today. Okay, so, yeah. So, and then what's interesting is usually the topics from the show come up from life a little bit, and something even happened last night where that one of our parents ran into something, and it was sort of a extraordinary circumstance. So I took a second. I listened. I asked the absolute facts. Are you okay? Person was shooken up, but yes, they're okay. Okay. What happens next? Okay. One of 2 people are going to come pick up child. Okay. You're okay. Yes. Okay. I got you. I got you covered. We got you covered. Your child is safe and under control. Because she needed to know facts. What facts did that person need to know? Well, they needed to know we have things under control here. You don't have to worry about these things here. So we gave facts back.
So you worry about yourself. You worry about what you're going through, and trust that we got it.
Yes, as long as I've delivered facts.
Yeah.
Because they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know unless you've given them the fact. Unless you say, here's what you can expect from us. This is how it's going to go down. Exactly. Da-da-da-da-da. Down the line. Here you go.
Yeah.
And that's how you handle it, you know, and you breathe and you go, okay, then it's a need to know basis. Delivered the facts to you guys, delivered the facts to the child. Very, very matter of fact. And in such a way that's not going to cause the panic,
Yeah.
right? Because you're right. Like the first instinct is to panic. The first instinct is go, oh no, and even to make things bigger than they are. Sometimes I feel like we make things bigger than they are because it brings attention to us.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm guilty just as everybody else is guilty. But this idea of like, you're never going to believe what happened to me today. And you blow up this thing because it brings attention to you. Because
Sure.
sometimes you just want attention. That's we're attention-seeking beings. And so we just want everyone to focus on us and to say like, oh, I feel sorry for you. And sometimes we just want that.
Yeah. Like one of the things that Brian and I do around here, and we're getting better at it, but we'll be like, I don't have my phone because my phone's the camera, so I'm giving an example with my laptop, but I'll be like when other people are in the room, knowing that they're gonna be like, what's so funny? And then I'll be like, look at this meme, or
Oh,
look at
yeah.
what happened, you know. And that's that whole idea of you are trying to get everybody else in the room to go, what are you looking at?
You ever experienced that, Rosalind, where you think that you or one of your brothers or something has brought attention to yourself on purpose because you just want everyone to focus on you?
What?
Like almost, I would say even tattletaling on each other would be this idea of like, I'm trying to bring attention to me. Like, I want to be the focus of attention. It's all about me. It's a Rosalind Lee show. Like, have you ever experienced that before?
Oh yeah, and somebody interrupted you or something.
Yeah, totally. All right, so I think it's probably
Pretty close to wrapping it up time.
wrapping it up, Joey.
Guys.
That's not where I was going, bro.
I see.
time
where
I
you're
got it.
going.
I believe it's time now for Brian Sweeney's Shameless Plugs.
Shameless plugs. All right, guys. Acting is my day. Stop it. Acting is my day job. 7 strategies to market and make money as an actor. This book is an awesome book to get you started and as one continuing your journey to get disciplined. So going into what we were talking about today, this idea of all the facts, there are so many facts in here. I would call it Joey Sweeney facts,
Joey Sweeney
facts that will help you understand the industry better and set you up for success. If you're not in acting, go ahead and take some duct tape, put it right there, and it's for any field in the entire world, and it will help you do exactly what we're talking about today.
All right, Joey's
All
turn.
right,
Joey,
so,
go ahead. Try to plug
Miss-
the book.
well, I was gonna say Miss Rosalind Lee Deering is here,
Ooh.
and she is in the commercial class. She's a commercial expert. I want to say she's getting really good.
She's done some
and
commercials
she's
too.
also in improv. So this is an improvised commercial for your book, and I feel like Rosalind can hit it out of the park.
All right, Rosie. So Joey's gonna hand you the book, and you want to look right into this camera right here. Okay, that's the camera, and you want to explain to everyone why they should buy this book that your daddy wrote. Okay, and talk right in the microphone. Talk right in here. Okay, go ahead.
So, this book, you're supposed you want to buy it because it has all of the facts in it,
Mm-hmm.
and it tells you what you should do in your life, and it also tells you about acting and how we do this, and like all of our stuff like that.
So you think people should buy it? Is it a good idea?
Yes, because I think it teaches people to learn how to do acting, and that's good.
Yeah, and this book has done wonders for the coronavirus too. I mean, we helped save the coronavirus because it stopped the pandemic with Acting is My Day Job. 7 strategies to market and make money as an actor. Isn't that right, Rosalind Lee?
We need a PR guy in here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rosalind Deering. Woo! Look at that smile.
Dang.
Can I say something?
Sure, Rosalind, you can say something.
I want to say hi to Mommy and Jack.
Go ahead.
Oh my goodness.
They're right here in this microphone. Go ahead and say hi to them.
Hi, Jack. Hi, Mommy.
Hi, what
That
about
was
me?
so great.
What
That
about
was
me,
really-
Finn?
I said it because I know they would say hi back, and I'm like I knew that.
What about
that
Finn?
makes
You want to say hi to
sense.
Finn?
Hi, Finn.
Oh.
So cute, Rosalind Lee.
I mean, Finn is so cute. He's just so chunky. I want to eat him for breakfast.
Okay. So we're going to wrap the show. We're going to give one big takeaway.
All right.
When
Drum
you're
roll, please. I'm
when
gonna
you
do-
are faced with
Rosalind.
adversity, when you're faced with anything that's big, struggle, slow down, breathe, and go on a fact-finding mission. Get as many facts as you can possibly find. This is the absolute best advice for anybody who's in customer service. Which, by the way, we're all in customer service.
It's true.
Same way we're all in sales, we are all in customer service. Because I'm going to tell you right now, your children are your customers, technically. Your friends are your customers. Your parents are your customers. Because what do they buy? They're buying you're buying their love, and like it's an exchange of goods in some way, shape, or form. So
Yeah.
you're always selling, buying, and dealing with customers. And so the best thing you can do is slow down, get all the facts before having a big reaction. And then you give people, like Brian said, the benefit of the doubt. That's huge. So you look at somebody and you're like, they're yawning, or they're on their phone, or they're doing this, or they're doing that. And if you react without knowing the facts, you will probably react wrong because there's something you don't know that ties into the reason the person's doing the thing they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll accidentally say the wrong thing at the wrong time, and you'll react in such a way that you're not proud of later on. We should end here because Brian and I had this conversation last night sitting on the beanbag,
Sitting on the bag.
and the reminder was, don't send the email, or no, write the email, write the social media post, write the private message as if someone's going to read it. As if the person you're talking about is going to read it. Talk about people behind their backs as if they were in the room.
Mm-hmm.
If you can demonstrate, if you can practice that kind of discipline, then you're not going to put yourself in trouble. But if you react and react very quickly without knowing all the facts, then all of a sudden you're going to get yourself in trouble. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening. This has been Mornings with Matt and Rosalind. Yeah, yep, that was really loud. And
Thank you again for being on the show with us this morning, Miss Rosalind.
You're welcome.
Dang.
well, she got talkative all of a sudden. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you
I
for
think
watching.
that meditation wore off. It's
Yeah, I know.
good.
It's time to get crazy, which means it's time to hand her off to mom. Okay.
Bye, Mommy. Bye,
La-
Jack. And bye, Finn.
Ladies and gentlemen, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel. Help us spread this light-driven content to the planet.
Thanks for listening to Mornings with Matt. Please like, subscribe, and follow us at Deering Acting Studio to keep up with the latest content. For more information on classes, private lessons, or professional development coaching, visit www.deeringstudio.com. Have a Deering day, everyone.
Have a chippy day, everyone.